Hey guys, Sableye here, and welcome back to another episode of Crazy Climbing. We're going to keep things going on the ladder right now with the Zekrom team we featured in the last episode. If you missed out on that, it was pretty wild, I'm not going to lie, so if you want to check it out, I'll leave it probably on the screen somewhere right now. But we're actually going to get a trainer pretty quickly right here, and I think I'm a little bit more comfortable with the Zekrom team after last episode, so hopefully we can actually do something. We're actually going to get a second Kyogre, so Kyogre's been hiding from us on channel, and now that we're using Zekrom, it decides to show up, which, I mean, isn't the worst case scenario, because you'd think, you know, Zekrom should be able to beat Kyogre, but the Glacier here is a little concerning to me, and is probably the only concerning thing to me, so I need to find a way to not let them get Trick Room up, or at least have an answer to this Glacier if they do. So, what does this Comfey have? I do have Trick Room on the Comfey, which is interesting. So what that allows me to do is potentially Trick Room on their Trick Room, or reverse their Trick Room after they get set up. So I wonder if... Is Urshifu instant? No, I can't go instant because of the Zapdos. So I almost have to go this still. I go instant, I still bring instant, but I just can't lead it. I guess Thunderous would have been interesting. But I don't think that helps me in the long run. Like my team, this Thunderous is interesting. Like I'm Thunderbolt, Rain Dance, Weather Ball. Like that's not helping me here. If I had like Taunt on this thing, I don't even think it gets Taunt. Never mind. But like, do I want to go full support and just support the Zekrom? Or I mean, Urshifu's too good to not bring though, right? Yeah, Urshifu's too good to not bring. So we're gonna leave Clefairy on the bench. But I didn't mention this last episode, because I kind of forgot. But what I do want to say is the last few teams we featured, we didn't have card art for everything. But now that we have TCG art for every member of the team, I don't know. I like it when every picture down there actually has art, because it looks better, right? Like when you just have a random background. And this is exactly why you do not lead Incineroar into this. Okay, well they can't get room up. But this is still kind of scary. I mean, it's not too big of a deal. I go max lightning, hope you're not Sash, and I do just Draining Kiss. Like, I'm not going to willingly give them room. I go for the policy and I try to drop the Zapdos. Zapdos probably outspeeds, but I don't know what Zapdos is going to do to me. Maybe trying to taunt my Comfey, but if they taunt Comfey and it's Sash, I get a Draining Kiss into that slot next turn and it's dead. I highly doubt they max a Glacier right now. Maybe they do. Maybe they just want to go for some Max Quakes, but honestly, that would be kind of annoying too because I'm special Zekrom. But they are going to straight up max. It's got to be the Glacier. In a Master Ball, you don't catch Zapdos in a Master Ball. You catch Glacier in a Master Ball though. I could see that. Yeah, it is going to be Glacier. Okay, so it's a little annoying, but realistically shouldn't be too big of a deal. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Depending on what they do, of course. If they double Comfey, that could be a problem. And then kill the Comfey here, that could be very, very problematic. But I don't think a double into Comfey would kill. I guess maybe like a Brave Bird. Oh, it's coaching. You know, I really should have seen that coming. I really should have seen that coming. But we're going to get a nice little Max Lightning out here. And it's going to connect out into the Zapdos. Does it die? It is Sash the Zapdos. So that'll get Draining Kiss next turn as long as I'm still alive. Or I guess like, my Scarf Urshifu could technically pick it off too, as long as, even if I die. So it's not the end of the world here, but I am hopefully Comfey can live. Steel Spike goes into the Berry. It is +1. If it's a Life Orb, this is terrifying. If it's not Life Orb, it's still alright. Okay, that's definitely not Life Orb Glacier. I could see it being AV if you're coaching. You know, you want to coach yourself, boost the attack, but then still have decent defenses. So AV Glacier wouldn't be out of the question right now. Okay. So this I'm actually alright with. I go for a free Wormwind here. Is that technically free? Yeah, it's pretty free. It's pretty free to Wormwind. And I go for a nice little Draining Kiss into the, yeah. And I Draining Kiss into the Zapdos here. I mean, Zapdos should protect. I mean, there was nothing I could have done there. I mean, I guess I could have tried to protect Comfey, but I don't think I even have Protect. So, saving Comfey I don't think was really worth it there. I could get a big max Wormwind up here right now. I know I'm giving him a boost on his, that does 50%, that's huge damage. That is massive damage. You're gonna kill Comfey. We know you're killing Comfey here, right? Because you're scared. You don't want Zapdos to die. If you didn't protect Zapdos, there was a case to be made about targeting Zekrom here. They're definitely gonna target Comfey. They do Quake, which should go into Comfey still. Yeah. Quake was 100% the correct play there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in Urshifu. Do I want to reveal that I'm Scarfed? I almost don't. But at the same time, I think I might need to. Because, like, just clicking Surging Strikes is perfectly fine, right? I'll see. If this Glacier is neutral, which I believe it is, it's +1. Oh yeah, because it got the chilling net. So I bring it back to neutral. It can't do much to Urshifu, so I don't see a reason to not lock Surging Strikes and just Worm Wind this way. I mean, I guess I could U-turn off of it, but I don't really want to pivot. I guess that wouldn't be terrible. Nah, this is fine. I'm Scarfed anyways, so it's not like it's the end of the world here, but I don't know, U-turn would have been nice, right? Because I get the U-turn up, and then I get this Glacier becomes -1, but I don't know if that's worth it. Keeping it neutral is perfectly fine too, as well, I think, but maybe I'm wrong. Next Wormwind coming out. It's going to die to a Surging Strikes next turn after this Wormwind. Yeah, it should die to a Surging Strikes. Probably dies to a close combat as well, but obviously I can't switch moves because I'm Scarfed, so there's the Quake. You're going to target Zekrom, right? You target Zekrom here. Okay. Zekrom takes that relatively well. Not great, but relatively well. I guess the problem could be Kyogre coming in. Although, Kyogre is gonna is forced to Ice Beam me, and I'm gonna protect actually. Is it Ogre coming in? It's gonna be Torn. I was gonna say Thundy, but that's a Torn. Which is honestly probably the best case scenario for me. Because Surging Strikes should pick off the Torn. And you gotta assume Rising Voltage is gonna drop this Glacier. I mean, it's probably safe. It's actually probably safer to do it this way. And Surging Strikes to Glacier. Because Torn's not really that big of a threat. I guess it could just click Hurricane, which is a little concerning. And just straight up drop my Urshifu, which honestly maybe I should have played a little bit safer. But I think they're more likely to Tailwind this turn. Yeah, okay, that's fine. They do go for the Tailwind. Urshifu, of course, is still going to be faster than this Glacier. They're going to be able to drop it with the Surging Strikes. And if they're not sashed, we have a 3v1, but I'm assuming they're going to be Focus Sash, right? There's no way this Glacier lives. Yeah, it didn't even take 2. So, Glacier's going down there. Good start. Good start. How much is Rising Voltage going to do? Is it... okay, let me rephrase that. Is it going to kill, or is it going to leave it on Sash? Oh yeah, wait, no, what am I saying? Zapdos was Sash. So, no Sash right there, and now we have a good chunk of Mons. A good chunk of Mons. Kyogre, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so here's the... I don't want to call it a problem because it's really not a problem. Like, the way I'm looking at this, right, is I would love to get Fake Out beside Zekrom. It's not really a necessity, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to Protect, force them into Zekrom a few times because they have to go into Zekrom. And Surging Strikes into Rain is going to hurt Kyogre. So they have to go after Zekrom to some extent. I don't think they can legally, like, reasonably drop a Thunder into this Urshifu here. As much as they probably would want to, I don't think they can. So Water Spell coming out. That almost killed Urshifu. That is insane. Now we get a nice little Surging Strikes though. So Kyogre's broken. Anyway, Surging Strikes into range should do probably a good chunk back. That's respectable. I don't expect it to be doing too much damage, but this amount is pretty solid. Because that's going to hinder and force him to click O-Pulse now. So, Electricity's gone from the field, which isn't the end of the world because, like, let's be real, Rising Voltage drops Kyogre anyways. The question becomes, do I want to preserve this Urshifu? I don't think that helps me at all. But the thing is, having just Incineroar versus Kyogre doesn't help me either. I almost need to try and bring Incin in. So this is a Rising Voltage in case I get it off, and I'm going to try and pivot in Incin. I know I'm Shokaberry and I'm gonna die to whatever Origin Pulse comes out, but I need Zekrom to live. Which is very possible. Zekrom could easily live, okay, maybe not easily, but Zekrom should be able to live an Origin Pulse, right? So maybe they switch to Ice Beam, but then again, they can't really afford to take another Surging. So they do go for the O-Pulse, they do connect it, they have to hope this kills. Okay, Zekrom's fine. Zekrom surviving, that gets the Rising Voltage, and even if the Voltage doesn't kill, I can Aqua Jet, so, but it should kill, I'm +2. Alright, perfect. Honestly, that could have been really bad had Water Spout O-Code Urshifu. Like, if Water Spout dropped Urshifu, the game I think was over. But it's okay. It's okay it didn't drop Urshifu. Maybe that was purposely done on a team. I feel like you have to calc for that. I don't know, though. Your Scarf Urshifu, I wonder if you just go 252. Who knows? Who knows? But it lived and we win the battle. So it's so weird to me, you know, not knowing calcs with teams. Like, being a little inexperienced, you know? Because, like, when I build a team and I prep for a tournament, I normally know, like, every single calc. Like, at least I don't say I study them, but, like, I know most of them. Why is there a Sceptile? Why is there a Sceptile? So it's weird, though, back to my point, though, it's weird not knowing these calcs, and not knowing, you know, if you're faster, if you're slower, if Scarf Urshifu is actually going to hang on from a Water Spout. Clearly it did. I don't know if that's a roll or not, but... okay, so this is going to be some sort of maybe pledges with the Sceptile and the Primarina, and I haven't seen pledges in a while. It's been a long time since I've seen pledges. So, how do I want to do this? I mean, I could still technically just go Comfey, right? Okay, so chances are you'd be Scarf Sceptile because you want to use the Primarina's special attack, so you take them on at second. So you definitely want the Primarina's special attack. So you go Scarf Sceptile, and then probably Life Orb Prim. And if that is what you're going to do, I don't know how I want to play around that. I mean, I guess I could technically go Comfey's Zekrom still. I know it kind of seems repetitive, but like, realistically, they don't have much for it. I could technically go Thundurus as well, but I don't think Thundurus is as good as something like Urshifu here. Like, Urshifu with Aqua Jet is still really solid, and I think Instant is pretty bad, so I'm actually going to go Clefairy. Clefairy may be able to skew some damage calcs in my favor here with some Friend Guard. Obviously, Follow Me and Sing are never a bad thing either, so... But mainly, my game plan here is probably just to switch it in to be able to live an attack that they don't expect me to live. Like, maybe like a Max Starfall or something, but... I'm hoping they go Pledges. I think that's what my game plan is meant for. Okay, that's not Pledges, but it is Sceptile. Why would they lead Sceptile? They led Sceptile with no Pledges. Okay, so... I was kind of hoping they'd Pledge, because if they Pledged, I could click Trick Room. Okay, so I'm not going to click Trick Room now. Okay, Sceptile's Unburdened, that's fine. So is your plan to let Indeedee go down and then eventually click Pledges? Because I could see that too. I mean, there's no point in self-procking because I'm never going to get it off. Honestly, just going to protect. I don't know what Sceptile does to Zekrom. And I think I want to max Quake. Okay, hold up. I guess this is still better. Still trying for it. If I get it or not, it's still worth it. And I go for the Quake. And I attempt to hit the Indeedee. Obviously, they might follow me. They might go for some sort of helping hand. They might max themselves. Okay. Doesn't look like they're maxing because that Sceptile would have maxed before me. So, this should be perfectly fine. This team is wild. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to play this team, but we're winning games, so I can't complain. Okay, Zekrom's here. Big Zekrom. Maybe I maxed a little prematurely, but there's also a chance they randomly have Dragon Pulse. They actually didn't follow me, so free. Oh, no, you know what? No, sorry, I'm not the smartest. Follow Me would have gone after. Yep. Follow Me does go after thanks to Triage, which, I mean, I completely forgot about. Like, I completely forgot that was my ability, which is kind of sad, and they're gonna sub. Okay. I still do think they're pledges. Like, I really do believe they're still pledges. I don't know why I believe that, but that's what I'm believing. Draining Kiss really should pick off Indeedee here. Never mind, we don't need to. Eject button. Okay, so they're definitely going to have pledges coming onto field now. Right? It's got to be Prim. Has to be. Yep. Okay, but that was the main reason I clicked Quake, guys. By clicking Quake, it allows me to probably live anything Primarina can go for here. I'm going to attempt to Trick Room, because having Trick Room up in front of pledges is amazing, and I'm going to go for a Lightning. Sceptile, only Mega Sceptile got Lightning Rod. This thing has Unburdened, so don't need to worry about that. There's the pledges. There are the pledges. And here's a Water Pledge. That one should honestly go into Comfey. Actually, no, never mind. I hit Zekrom. Okay, I don't know why you do that. You get the Swamp up, but I just set Trick Room. And there's the Life Orb Primarina. So basically, I called that in Team Preview, but I didn't call Unburdened Sceptile. I just figured they'd go Scarf. Anyways, Primarina's going to drop, which I'm not going to complain about. Still have to find a way through Sceptile. I'm not overly concerned about it right now. Like, it seems pretty supportive. Like, its entire purpose was just kind of set up sub and click Grass Pledge, so not too concerned about it, but I guess it's a little concerning. For those of you guys who do not know, this the swamp enveloped around my team quarters my speed, so that's why I'm setting Trick Room up. So Psychic Surge, I mean, Draining Kiss really should pick this off. We're going to try for it, and I'm just going to, I think I'd rather switch terrain back in my favor here. So I am going to Lightning. It will break this sub. Sceptile is not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, and the battle's actually going to be cancelled. So I think I'm going to go one more for you guys quickly, just because that was relatively short. We're only at the 17-minute mark, so anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes is kind of where I want it to sit. So hopefully the next battle won't take too long, but we're going to go one more. I'm not going to look at their team because now I'm just killing time. Yeah, I do want to continue battling. So we'll take that win. It was interesting to see pledges, but I don't know why they wouldn't try to kill the Comfey. Like, I feel like you're forced to go after Comfey there. Right? Like, your game plan with pledges, Comfey could potentially have room. I know you want Zekrom dead, but you're never killing it with a water pledge / grass pledge combo. You're never killing it without a +1 special defense. So like your best bet was probably to maybe hope you kill the Comfey. But it's fine. We don't we'll question that. We shall question that. I wonder if I should cut this part out though, and just have a better transition. Nope, okay, this is fine. We found an opponent. I was gonna say I could have a better transition, save some time. We're gonna get Blade. So that is Palkia. Palkia is wild. I mean, Zekrom still should have it beat, I think. I'm a little concerned because I think Palkia is faster. Palkia 9 times out of 10 is going to be faster unless it's like the slowest Palkia in the world. I'm already a slow Zekrom, so Scarf Urshifu is really nice. It will pick off this Charizard. I don't think they're actually going to bring Desard in front of a Zekrom and a Urshifu. I feel like they'd go like the Palkia mode, right? Like a Grim Palkia, I could see them leading. So if they're going to lead like Grim Palkia, do I go... I guess I could go Thundy and paralyze it, which isn't bad. I also think I have Eerie Impulse. I don't have Eerie Impulse. Is it still worth to go Thundy then? Like, I could go Thundy, like, double electric. Like, what stops that? Not a lot stops that. Maybe just Rillaboom. But if I do this, and they lead Rillaboom, I can have this, and I can bring this. But no Comfey, no Clefairy just seems kind of bad with this team. Like, I feel like you need Comfey or Clefairy. You need one of them, right? Do I, though? I'd try without it. It's kind of weird, guys, but it's an experimental game. It's going to be the last game with the team, so we might as well see what happens. I don't think it's too big of a deal. We should be fine. Is that Rillaboom? I think that's Rillaboom. No, it's Grim Palkia. Okay, so my initial read would have been correct with the Grim Palkia lead, so maybe I should have had, maybe I should have, maybe I should have led, what's it called, Comfey. But I mean, Comfey doesn't do much here. I'm gonna Thunder Wave, slow down his Palkia. And honestly, I think I'm gonna, like, just straight up try to drop it. I'm gonna go straight for it. I mean, I'm special Zekrom. It's not really the greatest thing in the world, so maybe it won't drop it. But I wonder then if that's the case, if it's better to Quake and just not die. You know what? I'm gonna do that instead. I'm gonna Quake and not die, and I'm gonna Quake the. I'm gonna Quake the one that I'm gonna potentially do damage to, because Quaking a Palkia is not gonna do a lot of damage. Yep, there's a max. They should be maxing Palkia. I'm expecting a Light Screen, probably a Reflect actually, because they're going to expect Zekrom to be physical. Like, they expect Zekrom Sunday probably 2 physical attackers, right? One's going to have Defiant, not Prankster, so this is what I'd imagine. Hopefully we connect this Thunder Wave. If we miss this T-Wave and we don't get the Quake up first, we're actually in a lot of trouble. So we definitely need to hit this right now. There could also be some trick lagging tail stuff going on here as well. Which honestly, beside Palkia, seems really good because most times if Palkia can outspeed stuff, Palkia is killing stuff. So that's kind of why I'm going Thunder Wave, just kind of hinder it a little bit. So hopefully there's no trick lag. Max guard, okay, respectable. Maybe just wants to get, I don't know what they want to get off. If they're gonna go for the trick, right? Oh, just reflect. Okay, so maybe I don't know if they have trick. I feel like they would have tricked me that turn. You know? I feel like they would have gone for the trick on that turn rather than this turn. Like, maybe I'm wrong though. I don't like, because you trick the lagging tail that turn and then the following turn you still get reflect up. So, it kind of seems weird to me. I'm still gonna go for the Thunder Wave. They don't have any Lightning Rod or anything like that in the back, so it's still worth it for me. And now that I have the boost, I think I am going to click. Do I Lightning? And drop the Grim, because I could just straight up drop the Grims now. I think it's better to chip the Palkia though, so we're going to chip the Palkia. I have Surging Strikes in the late game for everything, so Thunder Wave, we do get it to connect, which is absolutely perfect. It's going to be paralyzed for the rest of the game, hopefully unable to move as well, but we're going to get this nice little max form win. They have Reflect up, so they probably thought I'm physical, but thankfully for this team, I'm special, so that actually rips through Palkia pretty well. And they're probably like, why did that do so much damage? But I don't think they realize I'm special. And we're going to actually get the full paralysis, which I think just wins me the game. There's the Spirit Break, actually giving me my weakness policy. So we might get another forfeit here. I don't think, yeah, honestly, I think this game's over. I was going to say I don't think this game's over quite yet. But, like, I don't know how it's not. I Thunderbolt the Palkia because you might try to max guard, and I drop a Quake into this Grimmsnarl because now that I'm +1, it will drop it. So, and keep me alive even if Palkia doesn't die or decides to protect you. But Life Orb Prankster Thunderous, yeah, I don't get that. I really don't get that. I guess cool stuff you can do with a Weather Ball, but I don't know. I haven't come to that. I haven't had any scenarios for that yet. They're not gonna forfeit. They're gonna play it out. Definitely a smart idea. I don't think this game's over per se, but we get this nice little max pickup. Should drop the Grim. The reason I'm dropping the Grim is because Spirit Break will drop me back to neutral, guys, and I'd rather stay at +1 for the rest of the match. Like, I'd rather do more damage. Palkia goes for what? I don't think whatever Palkia goes for will kill me. I'm +2 special defense with both. And Palkia is paralyzed, it cannot move. So this guy Dynamax Palkia clicked guard, and we Thunder Wave parried him twice. So I mean, this is like old school 2014, 2015 kind of stuff where you just get the Thunder Wave off and they just would never move again. Like, this is like old school stuff. It was 50% chance to not move back in the day as well, right? And 100% accurate. So it was a really good move back in the day. So they did nerf it quite a bit, but I guess this is why people still use it. They're gonna try and Tailwind, I'd imagine. To be honest, I don't care. I'm gonna Thunderbolt you, and I'm just gonna Earth Power the Palkia. The ground resist is on that side of the field. I guess I could Rising Voltage, but there's the Tailwind. Palkia should, I'd imagine, drop like Okay, I guess I should have Thunderbolted the Palkia. It would have guaranteed to stop it. But that's gone. And now he wouldn't have gotten an attack off. So this is a misplay on my end, but I don't think it's going to cost us too much. Can we get bailed out by another pair? Okay, we're not getting bailed out by another pair. They're going to Spatial Rend. High crit chance. High move with a chance. High crit chance to crit. English is hard. Okay. Earth Power coming out. I definitely misplayed there because had that crit, I would have been in a lot of trouble. So, Thunderbolting the Palkia would have been fine, and then Rising Voltage into the into the Torn would have been definitely the better play. But they're down to their last mod now. They have a Reflect Up, but I don't think that's going to help them here too much. Whatever it is, I can always Thunder Wave. It's actually going to be the Charizard, so with +2 special defense and an Urshifu, the moment I get a Thunder Wave off, this game is over. Because it guarantees Urshifu's faster. They've already maxed. I go for a Rising Voltage as well. They can't kill both of us. They should drop the forfeit at some point. Nope, they're still going to stick it out, which is honestly commendable. I mean, it is Pokemon, so I guess anything can happen. You had the Tailwind, maybe a Heat Wave crits. There's the Heat Wave that they're going for. I'm actually going to dodge, which, honestly, everything's just going in my favor now, guys. And Rising Voltage is going into Zard, and Zard's going to drop. Zard lived? That was a crit. Is it Sash? Oh, it's Sash. Okay, I was about to say, how did it live? But Zard's going to be Focus Sash, which honestly is interesting. But now a Thunderbolt will seal this 100%. And I'll Rising Voltage, but was not expecting that to go the way it did. Like, the thing is, if he gets attacks off with Palkia, we're in a lot of trouble. I don't know, okay, maybe not a lot of trouble, but it's a lot different of a Pokemon battle. Like, it's an entirely different game if he gets attacks off there. So, I don't know. Every time I have games like this, it's one of those things where you're like, you know all those times you say you're not lucky and you can never get any luck? This is why you can't get any luck, because you had games like this, right? Like, at the end of the day, you win games like it and you lose games with it. Like, it is what it is. But either way, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. I am actually going to flash the rating. I know it's early in the season, but I am curious as to where we're rated. But guys, if you do enjoy this content, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more. And I'm still not used to saying that at the end of every video, guys. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching, and we're going to please update. I wanted to, like, end it right with a bang, but we're up to 209. Nothing crazy, but early season, but not bad. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.